His punch was the first thing I saw on my jaw. Actor Emeka Ike's ex-wife Suzanne recant how he assaulted her at a hospital. Guys, please do not forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment and share, and please do click on that notification bell so you get notified when I post a new video. Thank you.
RCD Hot on News Media.
You know, last week, Emeka Ike went for an interview and was asked if it was okay to talk about his failed marriage. And he said, okay, talked about it. So me, I didn't want to do a story without at least hearing from the woman. They say there are two sides to a story. Finally, his ex-wife, Suzanne, has granted an interview narrating her ordeal. I'm not one to judge or anything because at the end of the day, marriage is not easy. It's not like boyfriend and girlfriend that you just get tired one day and say you're leaving. It's not like that. Another thing that I would say, there's no excuse for DV. Why I would say there's no excuse? For example, like you are working in a company and the boss makes you angry. Because you are angry, it doesn't mean that you go and pounce on the boss. You'll never dare try it because you've controlled your anger as it's supposed to be. But because maybe it's his wife, he feels that nothing will happen. So he went ahead and did what he did. I'll let you, there are so many parts to this story. The part where she said that he never allowed her to pursue her dreams, that his DROUG abuse did not allow them to finish any of his projects. Another part telling his son to go and buy himself if he wants to buy himself. So at this point, we don't really know who to believe. Whether it's Emeka we should believe or the wife, we don't know. I'll let you watch the various videos and whatever your thoughts are, whatever you think, just leave your thoughts in the comment section. A lot of people were saying the woman turned the children against the man. Some comments I was reading in the comment section. Initially, when they divorced, Emeka Ike was granted full custody of the children. She did not see the children for like 8 to 10 years. So I doubt if she was even in contact with them. So I don't know how she turned the children against him. Obviously, children are very, very sensitive. If we don't know, they see things, they hear things, and even if they don't fully understand what is going on, they can make conclusions on their own. And no one can turn an adult against his father. I don't think so. No one. Well, whatever your thoughts are, just leave them in the comment section because this whole matter is really getting messy. It's really getting messy. I just pray that both of them will heal so they can finally move on and stop talking about this part of their life. It's really messy. I don't condone social media family drama at all. I don't like it. I guess the woman had to come out to grant the interview because Emeka Ike painted her in a way that maybe she was not, so she had to come out to defend herself. Me, I'm not saying the woman is a saint. Definitely she will have her faults, which we all human beings do. We have our own faults, we have our weaknesses, we have our strengths. It is well though.
There was a time we went to the hospital, my child was sick and we didn't have money. And I was trying to negotiate with the hospital if they could, treat the child and we'll pay later. And it was taking a little bit of time, and he just came in and was yelling at me, "You're a fool, you don't know how to do things. What, all these people, you can't even talk to them. Who are they? They are beneath you and you're allowing them to do this and do that." And I got upset and I was like, "Why are you being a jerk?" And excuse my language. And I went off into the car to sit down and immediately he was coming into the car. His punch was the first thing that I was seeing on my jaw.
If you are correct in everything you've just described about the actor Emeka Ike, your ex-husband, you were dealing with a sociopath because...
Yes, I was. There was a day that he had finished beating me and I was on the floor looking at him, and then he was walking away. He came back and he was like, "It's not me. It's you making me do it."
Ex-husband made. Before I talk about the issues, where were you when you heard these things?
It was early in the morning.
Yeah.
I just woken up and I saw a message from my sister, and it was like, "Just be calm, he's at it again," And then going into the message and seeing the same thing that has been going on for the past 10 years. And I just like, this is it, I've had enough. I need to put an end to this, because I feel like I kind of ran out of an abusive relationship, but I'm still under abuse for the past 10 years because I've tried to move on with my life. I've tried to build my life from scratch, you know, but this person just keeps going to the media space to bash, you know, defame me and cook up lies and just say things that never existed or, you know, something that he has built up on, you know. So I just decided it's time to speak up.
This is the first time that you're ever speaking up on this issue
Yes,
in the
it
media,
is.
isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes. What we remember from this marriage as the public is, either in 2016 or 2017, we know that Emeka Ike was in court with you,
Yes.
begging you not to go.
Yes.
Yeah. The news that we heard was that he knelt down in court and begged you, and his friends knelt down in court and begged you.
No, that never happened.
That never happened.
Yes, that never happened. In court, he would always say that he would do the right thing. He would come to my family, you know, and we would discuss and everything. And, you know, they'll tell us to go back and do that. And they will adjourn the case. The next adjourned date, we come back, they ask me, did he come to you? I would say no, because that never happened.
Right.
You understand? In fact, if I may say, in court, he had actually told me and said, who wants you back? And I had pointed out to the judge, and the judge had said that he heard him. You know, so it was all a facade, you know, because he just wanted to look good and to stretch the court proceedings more than it should have been done. There was never any day. His friends did reach out, you understand, but they were not in court. Nobody knelt down in court to beg me.
So you say that you survived an abusive marriage, you know.
Yeah.
What do you mean exactly by that?
Okay, so
What was the abuse?
It started off as verbal. It started off as mental torture. It started off as psychological. It started off as financial, you know, financial abuse because I was not allowed to work. You understand?
He didn't allow you to work?
He didn't allow me to work. Actually, I wanted to be an actress. That's why I became his friend. I was modeling at that time. I just come out of secondary school. I was 18. And then I met him along the line, and I wanted to be, you know, someone who would put me into the industry and all that. And he categorically told me that I wouldn't act because it would destroy our relationship. Because at that time, we had gotten into a relationship, you know. And he said he was planning to marry me, and you know, the tabloids, then it was newspapers. So they'll talk about him, talk about me, and it will break the relationship and or the marriage, you know.
So he told you not to become an actor
Yes,
because of the
yes,
relationship?
Yes, he did say that. He even stopped my modeling career. In fact, I had been approached by an agency to be sponsored for Miss Nigeria at that time. This was 1999. He also refused. He said he couldn't handle me crying if I don't win, you know, things like that. And I had to go back to the agency to say my family didn't want me to do it. And then I went to my family and said the agency dropped me just because I didn't know what to say to them because he was saying, no, that I won't do it.
You met him when you were 18?
Yes.
You got married when you were 19?
No, we didn't get married till I was, I think, 23. Going on 24. Right. I was already pregnant with our second child when we got married. In fact, I had to be the one to speak out, like, you need to do something because this is our second child. So I was already heavy, and I regret it.
Why?
Yeah, because even during the wedding, he came late from the state he was shooting at that time. They never blessed us. It was his older sister's husband who has stood in, and you know, the wine changing and blessings and all that was done. All through when we had collected the list from my uncle and given to him, and we were preparing on our side, and I was always calling him, oh, are you, you know, in tune with your family on the list to get everything? His family came empty-handed. They didn't bring anything. Even in family would always laugh at me at my back and say I married myself.
Wow.
You know, it was always a case of, oh, she wants to marry a star and she has to work for it. And I did. I slaved for that family. Everything that they wanted to do, I was a designated driver. Everything that they wanted to do, I was the one who was always doing things for them. I was doing it on my side because of love, because this was my family. As long as, you know, you are my friend or you are my husband's people, you are my family, because My mom was a single parent, you understand. I come from a very humble background, but not that humble, you understand, because my mom strived, she worked hard to take care of her kids, but she protected us. And she brought us in this very close-knit, very loving home that, we grew up in. And so I always felt like every family is like that, you understand.
So the question is, somebody would wonder about is, why did you go ahead with the wedding despite all that disrespect? Him waiting for about 5 years into the relationship, his family not paying the bride price, him coming late. Obviously, there were signs. Why did you go ahead?
I didn't see the signs as signs. You understand? I didn't start, in hindsight, I wouldn't even date him. You understand? But then at that time, he was my first everything, first boyfriend. I just came out of secondary school. I just came out of not knowing, anything. I think it was when I got to be 24 that I started understanding that this is not right. This is not how I should be treated. I now started seeing that, I wouldn't accept some things, that kind of thing. And that's why I said I regretted, even doing that. Yeah. And it was until I was 28, 29, going into my 30s, I started fighting back.
Right.
And then it's now escalated from, verbal and all that, and then it became physical. Right. You understand? And then still, even with that, people would say, oh, it's a man's world, and I didn't think of myself, but until the last time that he did, and I was almost paralyzed, that was when I decided that I need to go. But still, I stayed 2 more years after that.
Michael, go and drop in front of a truck right now. Now, go and drop in front of, jump from where you are, break your head and smash it. You're my stress. You're my problem. You're the one I sent to school. I spent all my money that I didn't have. I was just getting money to save you. You jump and took my children out and gave them, and they are blackmailing me using you. And you're telling me, go and do that now. Don't do it tomorrow. I want to hear it. Think I'll let you blackmail me? And I will still get your mother. Oh. I will still get your mother. Oh. Is it Ken? Ken. Don't worry. The people behind this will hear from me. Don't wait for me to kill you. My hand not supposed to touch you. Go and kill yourself because you're
just like, no, dude, I'm not trying to. You're not understanding where I'm coming from. And he just kept going, okay, daddy, okay, papa. And then he said whether she wants to kill my siblings so that it will be like it's only him that is alive. Let himself kill himself. Everyone should just kill themselves. Who says they can kill themselves to their children? He said he has other kids my age around the world. And I was like, guy, okay, is that supposed to faze me? Okay. The next morning, I got a 10 minutes VM. It's not the first time. He's always sending me VMs, insulting my life. You're doing music, you will never prosper. I'll see you on the side of the road and I'll you. Don Jazzy will never see you, blah, blah, blah.
So your father said to you?
Hold on. He kept going, sending more VMs. About 8 VMs. I sent them to my mom. My mom could not even listen to it. She was trying to calm me down. I'm trying to calm her down. I was so surprised, man. I was like, this can't be someone I should be proud of. I started thinking like, what do I do when I bring a woman home or kids? Who is going to, this guy will bless my kids for me? Like, I don't understand. I started making me get scared that am I going to have issues like this when I grow up?
What do you want your dad to do or stop doing?
Nothing. I don't want anything from him. I don't want anything from him. I think it's 4 days ago, I realized I don't want anything from this man. He told me to go crush my head by a truck, right? That was a line for me. I'm dead to this man. I don't want anything from him.
I'll ask you this because you know how Nigerians are on social media, so I want to preempt that question. People will say that your mother has turned you against your dad, and that's why you are here talking. How do you respond to that?
When I met my mom, the first thing I said was like, really hate my father.
When you met your mom for the first time,
understand.
And he's the one who I have heard has been selling off his properties. You know, we couldn't even finish our buildings and all that because of his drug use. We couldn't make things out of life. We couldn't do anything with, you know, we couldn't plan. We couldn't go ahead with our plans because of his drug use.
So he had a drug problem?
Yes.
When you say drug, what do you mean by drug?
Well, I didn't know he was taking drugs. It was when my kids came back, they told me their dad takes drugs.
What kinds of drugs?
Meds, whatever. They said they found his paraphernalia, you know. And that made me realize why. Why money would finish. Why we'll plan and say, okay, this money is coming in. We need to do this. We're going to do this. And all of a sudden, money is gone.
You've just described him as a drug addict, essentially.
Yes.
Do you think the drugs that you've alleged contributed to this entire lack of peace?
Yeah, he might have. I'm not a medical person, but I think he might have. Even when I found out that he used to smoke marijuana, I kicked against it. What he said is what makes him sane. He said it's what calms him down. You know, and he tried to make me understand that it's medicinal, it's, you know, it's okay, and, you know, he needs it. You know, but I don't know.
Thank you for watching my video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. And please do kindly leave your comments in the comment section below.